having these gnarly breakouts, so let me show you how I cover them up and try to make them as undetectable as possible. The most important product is going to have to be your concealer, and for me that is a NARS Soft Matte Concealer, because this is, just as it says in the name, a mattifying concealer, and so it doesn't attract light to the spots that you've concealed, enhancing them further. I only ever use this kind of on my acne and not really anywhere else because I'm a bit more dry, and I like hydrating concealers, but not for my acne. Wherever I want to cover up, I want to use this concealer. And you don't need to really worry about it clinging to any dry patches. Just hydrate your skin very well before you use this. What I like to do is take a brush and kind of just go into the concealer and kind of pick that up pretty evenly on my brush and just deposit it over areas I'd like to conceal. And so I'll go for this as well. As you can see, it's kind of a pretty much perfect circle around the acne, and what I'm gonna wanna do is just blend out the edges and not over the actual pimple itself. I'm just gonna take a mirror here so I can see a little bit better what I'm doing, but I'm really just diffusing kind of around the actual pimple. I don't wanna disturb the product that is directly on top of the acne. Go in with a sponge and just really diffuse everything that you just blended out with your fingers. So I've concealed these areas and the redness itself is gone, but you can see there's still some raised bumps that are very obvious. You can't really hide that. So what you have to do is turn those into moles. And to do so, I use the Makeup Forever Artist Pencil in Dimensional Dark Brown. I love this shade. I will use these to kind of create new moles on my face. So what you want to do is you want to go in and just cover those pimples, the head of the pimple, into a mole. Because this one's a bit bigger, I can't talk and do this. Because it's a bit bigger, I'm gonna make this into a bigger mole. Now I've made these into 3 moles, but I feel like all the attention is kind of headed to these areas because they're quite dark and obvious. So what I wanna do is cover them in a little bit more makeup so that they can kind of blend in with the other beauty marks I have on my face. Just take a finishing powder and dab it over all the areas that you just created your mole. This is gonna do 2 things. It's gonna first set your mole so it's not gonna go anywhere while you're eating and talking and kind of touching your face, as well as it's gonna kind of lighten the mole because it's gonna look like it's under your skin and you applied makeup on top. As you can see, they look a lot lighter, but the final step is going to be kind of getting some of your loose powder on that as well. Again, you're setting your new moles as well as making it look like they're under the makeup you've applied. Just gonna finally pat around and just get rid of all that excess powder. And this is how I conceal my pimples and turn them into moles.